super excited about this video. I'm going to be doing a lot of soft speaking, soft speaking, soft speaking. And today I'll be sharing one of my favorite magic decks that I have. I kept debating on which one I wanted to show first, but I inevitably arrived with goblins, goblins, goblins. They're so awesome. I love them. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. This video was very inspired by Butter Pixie ASMR, so go check out her stuff, especially if you like magic. I have my phone up here to show you so that way we can like really get in, see some of that art. I love this card. This is the commander. Her name is Wart Bogart Auntie. Look, she's just such a good auntie, isn't she? Look at all those little youngins that she's babysitting. Auntie always knows which berries to lick, which kithkin to trick, and what to do when either goes wrong. So this deck, it is a goblin tribal deck. So it's like 95% goblin creatures. And then there's still some like other spells and stuff in it. But it is also very sacrifice heavy. The main idea, the main theme with it was goblins kind of doing black magic. You know, them doing witchy type things. I really liked that idea. So yeah, that's the commander. I'm going to show her one more time just because I love her. I love her so much. Let's get some good lighting in there. Look at those eyes. Oh, I wish I could focus in real. It won't. But, yeah, so kind of the entire deck kind of revolves around creating, different goblins. This one's Squee. Essentially, actually, I didn't explain what the commander does. Her ability is really simple. Just at the beginning of your upkeep, essentially, you can take a goblin card from your graveyard to your hand. And so it's really simple, but it's nice because a lot of them have like ETB effects. And so the idea is you sacrifice one of your guys, and then you can bring him back into your hand. And ideally, it's honestly a pretty weak ability when it comes to magic, but it's surprising how much value you get out of it, especially because she's not a huge threat, so you do keep getting quite a bit card advantage, which is nice. So yeah, we have Squee. Whenever he attacks, you get a 1/1 guy. You can also get him from your graveyard. His art, I don't love his art. This is a newer Squee. There's an older Squee that I definitely like a lot more. This guy's awesome. I do really like the art on him. He's about to shoot another goblin at someone. Slinging Lieutenant. Very awesome. I don't know why my lighting is so jacked. I think it's because my phone is kind of blocking the light. But, yeah, so this card is so strong, one of my favorites, because when he enters, you get 2 1/1 guys, and then whenever you can sacrifice them to ping enemies for damage and get life. So super just perfect, exactly what this deck wants to be doing. It is a sack outlet, which lets you sacrifice guys while also doing damage, and also creating things. It is a 3-for-1 card. Super strong, super basic. This next card, this next card is one of my favorites. It's a strange card because it's like objectively not great. It can be really good, but I feel like it's a pretty weak card, all things considered, but I love him. Goblin Marshall. Goblin Marshall. He's so cute. Oh, I love him. What is, or her, I don't know. I love them. What are they thinking about? What's going through the Marshall's head? Are they trapped in melancholy? Or are they thinking about how to win the next battle? I have no idea. But I love this card. The art is so fantastic. It costs a lot of mana, especially for a goblin. But whenever he comes into play or is put into a graveyard, you get 2 goblin creature tokens. So he's really good at pumping out guys, but for 6 mana you definitely want probably a bit more value, but I love this card so much. He did win me a game one time. He came in clutch. Next up, another one of my favorites. This is Tuk Tuk the Explorer. Tuk Tuk the Explorer. So this card essentially, when he dies, you create a 5/5 Goblin Golem, which is really strong. I have another Goblin deck that is more in like a, this is a commander deck, and I have another one that's a not commander deck. It's just a 60 card deck, and I run either 3 or 4 of these guys, and it does work. Very, very underrated card. A 5/5 guy is very strong, especially if you can keep bringing him back. Over here we have Runevelt Hordemaster. Yeah, he's good. He just boosts your other goblins. So he's nice. He's not one of my favorites. Kiki, I love Kiki Jiki. Very cool art. I love the art. Also, a lot of these, well, some of these are proxies, some of them aren't. I don't really play very intensely or anything. I just play for fun with my friends. And there are some cards that are, I'm not going to be paying like $10 for a card. That's crazy. But yeah, this card's really strong. You just can create a token of another card. So you could create a token of Marshall and just essentially create like 5 more guys. Battle Squadron, a big weakness of this deck is flying. It does not like flying. So any goblin with flying, I definitely wanted in here. Plus this one, kind of cute, kind of fun. I do like the art. This goblin is very, very cool. Mad Auntie. Yeah, she boosts goblins and she also protects them. More awesome art. This is one reason why I love the goblins. They're little freaks. They're crazy. I love them so much. Look at the frog on top of her head. It's crazy. Oh, it's so good. So good. This guy, his art is okay. I don't love him. He just kind of gets strong and also pings guys. In fact, I don't know why. I don't know why I have this guy in the deck. this is definitely a card I could cut for sure. And in fact, I think I'm planning on buying some more cheap goblins that came out recently. I mean, relatively like within the past year. This guy's awesome. Goblin ringleader. He essentially just finds you more goblins. Very cool card. Very good. Yeah, I like that guy. This art, well, I don't know. This art's kind of weird, but pretty interesting. Definitely old school Magic. But really good. Sacrifice a goblin to essentially protect another one from dying. But like I said, sacrifice is extremely important. I have a lot of other cards that give like when a creature dies, you deal damage. So the idea is you get all these token creators and you get one of these guys, a sack outlet as they call it, somebody who can sack creatures, and then one of those things that deals damage, and you're just you're just shooting people down. Another sack outlet that can also destroy artifacts and boost the strength of your goblins. I actually originally had a different commander for this deck. I believe it was one of the goblins from the Baldur's Gate set. Maybe I kept her in here. I'm not sure. I can't remember. This guy just makes goblins cheaper, which is awesome. This guy's cool. He will deal damage when he enters, but he also has persist. In fact, this is a card I might want to cut as well. It was really good with the other commander, because the other commander gave your guys Undying, and Undying with persist is thumbs up. Well, I don't think the commander gave Undying, I think the background did. Oh, this one's awesome. It's an enchantment, so it's not actually a goblin, but it is. Because it's a tribal enchantment. There's not a lot of them. So essentially, whenever a goblin dies, deals 1 damage. Very cool. I like this little guy. I like this guy back here. He's cute. Yeah, I love the goblins. They're so gross and cute and disgusting. I love them. I love how it plays. I love sacrifice decks. This guy makes goblins cheaper. I just like sacrifice a lot because it really messes with the timing of Magic. Because sacrificed, because it's a cost, it's instantaneous. That was really cringy. But I really like that it is just completely instant, and there's a lot of weird little things you can kind of break with sacrifice decks. I think they're very underrated. Yeah, this is really good. This guy's great. If you have like 5 goblins, he'll do like 5 damage to someone, which is very strong. This card's interesting. It's the only non-goblin creature in here, and it's a fairy. But that's because when he comes into play, you create 2 goblins, and you also can sacrifice a goblin. So even though it's not a goblin, it's still a pretty good card. Another sack a goblin and get mana. It's a really, really good one. Oh, this guy's crazy. Look at that. An essay of text. Jeez. But he's really strong. He essentially just gets you a bunch of goblins from your deck onto the battlefield. This guy's crazy. This guy's insane. This guy is a very popular commander. yeah, essentially you can tap him and you just double the amount of goblins you have. So in a sacrifice deck, you'll want to just kill that thing immediately. It's crazy. This guy's really cool, Legion War Boss. He essentially also creates goblins. This guy gives your goblins haste and +1/+1. A lot of my goal with this deck is I didn't want it to just rely on sacrifice. I also wanted the option to go wide and hit with all the tokens as well. So you'll see I do have a lot of like boosting cards. Sharpshooter, another really good one. Essentially whenever a guy dies, he'll untap so that you can tap him and deal damage. So he's a really, really good one. This is a really simple card, 2 cost, but he'll essentially, whenever he enters, he's like Marshall, but instead of creating 2, when he enters or dies, he just creates 1, but he costs a third of the mana. So with Bogart onto, you can just keep bringing him back into your hand and keep letting him die. It's a really, really powerful thing. This guy's crazy. He also pings people when a goblin dies. And he can sacrifice goblins, which is kind of an interesting. His art's pretty strange, but it's pretty cool. This card has, I've done some heinous things with this card. This card has saved my buttocks. This card is really good. It's like that other one, but he costs 2 mana. Whenever he enters, he'll deal damage to somebody for the number of goblins you have. But he also has flash, so you can just cast him whenever. If somebody's attacking you, you can play him, kill whatever's attacking you, and then you can use the commander to get him back in your hand. So you essentially just get a kill card that you can just keep bringing back. It's very, very strong. Oh, this guy. Why did I put this guy in here? Oh, I think he's similar. Yeah, he's similar, but you cycle him instead of like play him. This guy lets you search for any goblin in your deck. Really, really strong. Cool art. Very cool art. I really like that a lot. Sorry, I feel like I get stuck so long looking at the art. Krenko, I don't love this art, but he's super strong because whenever he attacks, he gets a +1/+1 counter, and you create a number of tokens equal to his power. So right when he attacks, you'll get 2 free goblins, and if you can make him stronger, he'll be popping off like crazy. So that is all the goblins. That's all the goblins. That is all of the goblins. Now we have a lot more of like the spells and artifacts and other treats, other dark arts, other witchy moves. So here we have Terminate, essentially just kill a guy, pretty basic. And so this is a pretty big theme with it as well. This card is an instant, and essentially you gain control of target creatures. So the idea is, if somebody's attacking you, the idea is you can use this offensively or defensively. Somebody attacks you with a big guy, you can take control of him immediately, and then afterwards, if you have a sack outlet, you can hopefully sacrifice that creature, so you're able to kill him, or you could take him and block another creature, or you could use it offensively, take somebody else's creature who could be a blocker and then attack them with it and then sacrifice it. I just really liked that idea of these goblins kind of going through, taking over people's minds and then killing him. It's very macabre, very dark. This deck, oh, we're gonna look at this card first. Because I love this card. This card and Goblin Marshal might be my two favorite cards that are like not really great. This is, you see a pair of goblins. Oh, come on, focus. There we go. Oh my goodness. Hello, girls. Hello. Hey, what are you girls up to tonight, huh? So pretty. I love this card so much. The art is so funny. It kills me. The actual, meaning and flavor behind the card is really funny because it's from the Dungeons and Dragons set. So it's like, you see a pair of goblins. What do? And so you choose one, which is essentially like what you do. And you can charge them, which boosts your creatures. Which is nice. That's actually probably the best one in here because let's say you have like 5, 7 goblins. You give them all +2/+0. That's a lot of damage you're working with. Or you can just create 2 more tokens. So 3 mana is a pretty high price to pay for it. But it's such a funny card. It makes me laugh every time. I have the shot. Shall I take it? These two walk over to you and ask you if you want to be their third. What are you doing? Yo, these two smack your girl's ass. What are you doing? You charging them? Or are you befriending them? Oh, I love these two. They're awesome. Next card. This one's kind of a funny one. Eldrazi Monument. I just thought this would be really funny. It just gives your creatures +1/+1 and gives them flying and indestructible. Once again, a big weakness is flying. Anything to give them flying is good. But I just thought the idea was really funny. Like, you just turn all your goblins into like little flying demons that can't die. But and it also requires stuff to be sacrificed, so I thought it'd be a fun addition. Impact, tremors. Yes, whenever a creature comes in, you deal a damage, so just another ping. Just keep trying to drain him of life. This card is a pretty expensive one. This one's definitely a proxy. But essentially, 2 black mana. Whenever a creature an opponent controls dies, you get a life. Whenever one that you control dies, and each opponent loses a life. So it's really, really strong. Very broken. Plus, you can use it if you have a lot of mana as a board wipe as well. Faithless Looting. Just a classic. Cauldron of Souls, this was also in there from the last commander, but I still thought it'd be fun to keep in. Sometimes when I revamp a deck, I like to keep the new commander in, I like to keep the old commander in, just because it feels fun, it's spicy, it's like, ooh, the X is here. I don't think I kept it in this one, but maybe I should add her back in. This is just a sack outlet. It's a really strong one. Some of these I'm tempted to axe out because they're like a little too OP. This deck is at a good level. I feel like it's really strong, but it's not like overpowered. It's not like there's no like infinite combos or crazy loops. Blood for the Blood God. I saw this card and I thought it was perfect for the flavor and theme of this deck. It's a crazy card. You essentially need a bunch of creatures to die to fuel the kind of ritual. And then You draw 8 cards, discard your hand, and it deals 8 damage to each opponent. It's a crazy card. This is another kind of take over another creature card. It's a kind of an older one. It's pretty cool. This is an equipment that when they die, you essentially get another goblin from your deck. It's really, really good. I love this card. I love this card in any tribal deck. If you have a tribal deck, like a creature-based deck that's like clerics or vampires, this is like such a must-put-in my opinion. Another really, really fun card. This is an aura that will sacrifice your creature, and then you'll keep drawing cards to get another creature, and then it attaches to them, and then it'll kill them next turn. So it just filters your graveyard with more and more creatures, and it's such a fun card. I love the randomness of Magic. I like the luck base in Magic. I love this card too, Tragic Slip. It's so funny to me. Target creature gets -13, -13 if a creature died this turn. I think it's such a funny one. So I think that's kind of most of the fun cards. I have a National's Altar, another Sack Outlet. Herald's Horn makes them cheaper to cast and lets you possibly get more from the top of your deck. This one's really cool. Another instant. Gain control of target creature. Oh, I love this card. This card is one of my favorites. In fact, it inspired me to make like an entire deck. But essentially, you put a bunch of cards from your deck in your graveyard, and then you get a creature from your graveyard to the battlefield. So it's like pretty good, but for 5 mana it's kind of costly. But you can copy it if you let somebody else also get a copy of it. So I really like it because you can kind of pick somebody who's not doing as good, and it gives them a chance to kind of get back in the game while also really giving you just a lot of value. I love cards like that. I think it's what's really fun about Magic, you know? I think one thing about Magic is it's hard to make a fun deck. It's easy to make a strong, powerful deck, but a deck that's not just fun to play, but fun to play against is extremely difficult. But something I really aspire to try to do, and I think a card like that is like just fun. It's just fun. It's very cool. Yeah, another Sack Outlet that lets you mill. It's also really strong. This one's really good. 3 costs, lets you draw a card for each creature that died under your control this turn. I don't know why I have this in here. I mean, it's pretty good. It's not bad. Ransack the lab. Oh, this is such a fun card, actually. I really like this card. Hellish Rebuke, another D&D one. Whenever that permanent deals damage to whoever cast this card, they have to sacrifice it and they lose 2 life. It's a really weird card. But once again, I felt like it really fit with the theme of like kind of goblin shamans and warlocks doing, you know, dark magic. Chaos Warp, another fun one. You just essentially kill something that they have, but they get something out of it. So it's kind of a win-win, I guess. Pyre of Heroes, another sacrifice that also lets you search for another goblin. Mob rule, a pretty cool one. You just gain control of a bunch of creatures. Transmogric Crown. Whenever the equipped creature dies, you draw cards. It's just a really easy way to draw cards. I definitely think Skull Clamp is objectively better, but I think Skull Clamp is like way too overpowered in my opinion. That card's insane. Especially in a sacrifice deck. Maybe I'd put it in here, but that one seems a lot more fair. Goblin Bombardment, another sacrifice to do damage. I can't remember what this does. Oh, lets you get creature cards from your deck into your hand. Soul Ring. And then, yeah, these are all just mana. This is all just mana cards. This Arcane Signet's pretty cool though. I like this art a lot. I think this art is awesome. It's very, very sweet. Very, very cool looking. I do like this Rakdos Signet a lot as well. I think it's really nice. I really like all of this going around in the back. I really like that a lot. Who's this incubator? Just makes guys a lot cheaper. It costs 2 less. This one's honestly insane. It's insane in this deck. Because goblins are already pretty cheap. So that's all the spells we have now. I just kind of have some lands that I liked. I saw them in the deck and I was like, hey, these are kind of cool looking ones. They're just normal swamps and stuff. I left out the boring ones because it's like, come on, y'all don't want to see that BS. But here's a swamp. I really, really love these old arts. I think they're very basic, simplistic, but I think they have such a good, like, atmosphere about it. Food, water, atmosphere. Oh, I forgot I have some tokens. Oops, I have some tokens. I'll grab those after I'm done. This mountain, it's alright. I like it. I think it's cool. This command tower, I like a lot. It's very, like, eerie. It reminds me a lot of Lord of the Rings. And that one, city, mole, crap, I can't remember. Oh, I can't remember the name of it, but very creepy, very the vibe. This swamp, I really, really like this swamp a lot. Very, very cool. This is honestly one of my favorite mountains. It's also very, like, scary, creepy. It's very Rakdos. Very Rakdos. Oh, another one. I didn't realize I had 2 of these. I liked it that much, eh? And then I have, the other side of this is a land, but I like the art a lot. Malakir Rebirth. In fact, I can't remember. This one is a real one. That's what the back looks like. Pretty cool. I definitely prefer this art. This art is really, 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 really cool. Guys, trust me, magic is pretty freaking cool. Oh, this swamp is gorgeous. I hate what this art does to me because it makes me feel like I'm so pretentious. I'm just like, oh yes, oh, I positively believe that this is one of the finest swamps I've ever seen. My good gracious, gods, that's a beautiful swamp. I don't know, it brings some evil energy out of me, but I love it so much. It's so pretty. I wish I didn't have such bad fucking glare right here. Rain. as fuck. And then Auntie's Hovel. You know, with Auntie Bogart, Auntie, we had to get her hovel. We had to get her hovel. Another really cool art. And last but not least, we have some of the Goblin tokens. This one is cool. I don't love it. This one is easily my favorite. It looks more like a zombie than it does a goblin. But, oh, I really like this one. Very, very cool. Very just insane. Oh, I love this art. I think that's a sad part about it. I feel like Magic's art, just, I don't know if they're just not paying people to go to getting, I don't know. They definitely get some really good artists still sometimes, but only for like this special, like, I don't know, like limited edition, really collectors cards, which is like, I know y'all can afford it. Wizards of the Coast is such a crazy company, but I like this goblin quite a bit too. I think it's a cool one. And then last but not least, we have Tuck the Returned. There he is. This card has helped me out so much. That's why I love Tuck the Explorer. He does work. He puts in work. If you can get a couple of these out on the board early on, you're cooking. But yeah, that's essentially the entire deck. I hope you liked this. This deck was very inspired by Butter Pixie ASMR. She did a very fun video where she showed off all of one of her favorite decks. It was actually a really interesting one. I've definitely looked at that commander a couple times. I really like black a lot. It's probably my favorite color in these decks. In Magic, I used to like blue a lot, but now I probably prefer black the most. Actually, it's not even a competition. Yeah, I definitely do. So there you have it, folks. Bogart, Auntie. I hope you like this. Let me know if you want to do more. Even if you don't, I'm gonna be doing more. I really, really enjoyed this. I love Magic so much. I wish I had more time to play, and I wish I had more people down to play. I hear there's a good software. One of my friends was telling me about it. I should really ask him about it. But Bogart, Auntie, love her. I love this card. Very fun deck. It's pretty fleshed out for the most part, as you can tell. It's very specific with a lot of stuff. There's a couple tweaks I could make. But yeah, a lot of times people just let the board state get just a little too far, and by then it's like I can just unleash hell, and it gets pretty crazy. But yeah, I hope you all have a nice night. Shout out again to Butter Pixie ASMR. I should have shouted her out in the beginning. Maybe I will. And I hope you all have